Hi yogis, I'm Jade Ocean. So today we're going to be working a little small flow today, a little bit quicker, we're slowing it down a little bit, so slow pace, nice opener for the upper body and the front body. So we're going to work down into the hip flexors just a little bit, nothing too extreme, mainly opening the heart up. So not really back bending, but just opening the chest up a little bit, okay? We're going to open the shoulders up, the side body, just mainly focusing on the upper body. Okay, so if you can have maybe a block handy, you could be on a blanket today. We're not going to be moving around. We're doing 2 down dogs, that's all. So we're going to be staying seated for most of it. And so, you don't have to have anything extreme on. Just find something comfortable that maybe you can move around in, okay? When you're ready, I'm going to meet you on your mat or on your blanket, wherever you choose to practice. We're going to come into a virasana, so we're going to be elevated a little bit higher up here. If you can grab a block, you can place it below your sitting bones. I like to open my knees up just a little bit so they're hip distance apart. We're going to come onto our shins here. Place the block between your ankles, long ways. So it's going to be long from ankle to ankle. So not long this way, but long that way, okay? So the long part's going to go to the side of the mat here. And I'm just going to place my sitting bones on top. Find some comfort. Just make sure I'm rooting down evenly with both sitting bones, so both of my butt bones are pressing into the block evenly. I'm not rounding my back here. I'm not tipping forward, so tipping anterior tilt. We're not going to throw our hips. We're not bending right now, so we're not going to tilt forward. We're not going to arch the upper back. We want to just find that neutral curve here. So let's just take a minute to connect with our breath. Just breathing into the belly, maybe placing your hands on your belly, one on the lower belly, one on the breathing into the space, drawing it all the way from the bottom chakra all the way up through the crown of the head, just creating space between each vertebrae with each breath. Fulfilling the side body. Feel free to leave your hands here just to notice how your body and feel how your body is moving as you breathe each breath, or you can just place your hands on top of your thighs. Maybe lifting the shoulders up, rolling back, and drawing them down just a little here, just to create some space and length in the neck. And lifting through the crown of the head, which is a little bit further back, so it's not behind the head, but it's a little bit closer to like I'd say the back center of the head. And letting the cheeks just melt, letting the face just feel soft here. Noticing maybe the thoughts that are passing through your mind right now, and just letting them pass, not gripping onto them, knowing that in this moment here today we don't have control over anything besides our breath and our movement. Not gripping onto anything with expectations, being sure that we breathe, drawing that energy, that prana into our body, into our system that it yearns for, to cleanse and rejuvenate. Just keep breathing. Be sure that you're comfortable. You found your being somewhere in the middle, not rounding the pelvis to your spine. You can find that length within your spine. Nice erect spine. As you exhale, drawing the belly in, firming it up just a little bit. Again, softening the ribs down, softening the shoulders down, not cranking them down, but just allowing them to just soften, allowing gravity to, put a little bit of ease on them. Feeling the ground supporting you in this kneeling position. You can also use a bolster in this position as well, placing the bolster legs, whatever you have, just to elevate a little bit. And then when you're ready, I'm going to have you extend your arms just out to the side here. So we're just going to reach from the shoulders. We're going to extend the arms just up and away out to the sides here. So my palms are facing forward here, okay? I'm just going to reach forward, palms, and then begin to extend my arms back. So opening my heart forward. I'm not pulling it forward, I'm just opening the heart. So I'm opening the shoulders up, drawing them away from the body, pulling from the shoulders away from the body. Just opening my chest, breathing into the space, keeping the length of my neck. I'm not cranking my neck forward or back. Just allowing that space to maintain that I just created during my breath. I'm trying to maintain that as I move my arms just in a different position here. Just noticing the energy building in the arms right now. Maybe a little bit of tightness somewhere in the shoulders. And then exhale, begin to firm the belly. We're going to begin to round the back here. And then just as though we're going to grab a big beach ball here, we're just going to bring our arms all the way forward, rounding our back, spreading our shoulder blades away from our spine, keeping our belly nice and firm to support our lower spine. This is our cat pose. Palms to touch, reaching, almost like we're pointing. Just really reaching from the shoulders, drawing those shoulder blades just out and away, wrapping them around the back, around the side ribs. Just breathing into this. As you inhale, create more space. As you exhale, maybe just deepen that rounding just a little bit from the belly. Begin to inhale, sit up, lift the heart up. We're going to expand the arms back open. Palms are still facing forward. It's like we're flying here. Nice and slow. The breath going. Deep inhale, lifting the heart up. Not forward, but up. And exhale, begin to very carefully rounding the spine as we firm the belly to support the spine. We're just going to close the arms, keeping the elbows out, palms facing each other. Bring palms to maybe, you link the fingers together, keep them pointing forward, and we're just going to reach from our shoulders forward. Deep inhale into the back of the heart here, keeping the belly very firm. Keep rooting from the sitting bones. Exhale, firming the navel in. Begin to inhale as we expand to open the arms back up, as though you're flying forward, lifting, opening, embracing all that energy in front of you. Deep inhale. Nice and full. Hold the inhale, begin to exhale as we round to come forward again. So we're inhaling on the opening, exhaling now on the closing. So rounding nice and slow, nice and controlled. Belly is very firm as we round the back. And keep rooting through the sitting bones. And then as soon as you feel like you're at the very bottom of your exhale, hold and begin to very slowly inhale as we open back up. Noticing maybe a little bit of, fire forming in the shoulders. Deep inhale, releasing the arms down. Relax the shoulders, maybe out. Maybe roll one side. Let's roll the other side. Placing the hands back on the thighs. Let's inhale to lift up through the crown of the head. Just maybe revamping our alignment once again. Lifting, opening, expanding the ribs, and then exhale, softening, absorbing into the body, drawing everything into the center, the middle. Let's inhale to extend the shoulders back out. This time we're going to come up. So let's come straight up like Utthita Hastasana. So we're coming up, bring the palms to touch if it allows, if your body allows for this. Remember, we're keeping our tailbone drawing down so we don't back bend here. Just lifting through the side body, keep lifting through the crown of the head. Exhale to begin to draw the elbows out to the side to create this cactus. So our elbows are coming out and down, and we're just going to create a box. So until your upper arms are parallel to the floor. Fingers spread open, nice and wide, energizing out through each finger, like we're just shooting little stars out, little energy lines out through each finger. Maybe opening the palm up a little bit more. And then begin to inhale, lifting straight up, stay, deep inhale. Let's begin to keep our arms straight up in this Utthita Hastasana. We're going to just roll the spine back. So we're doing Utthita with a rolled spine now. We're doing like a cat pose in the Utthita. So just a little bit of a round here, keeping the arms up And then inhale to cactus the arms, lifting the heart up, coming into our cow pose. Deep inhale here. Exhale down, rounding the spine, firming the belly, lifting the arms straight up. Kali Mudra hands maybe, so all locked together. My two, pointer fingers are aiming straight up. Belly nice and firm. Inhale, open the palms, open the elbows straight out to the side. We're not coming low, remember, parallel. So we're spreading our shoulder blades and pressing them into our back to lift our heart. We're not just pushing forward, we're lifting up, drawing the elbows just in line with our hips. Deep inhale here, like we're inhaling that oxygen to lift the heart just a little further up. Exhale, hands back to touch as we reach up into our rounded Utthita Stasana. Almost like we're going to fall back here. One more time, cactusing out to the side. Deep inhale. Exhale, release the hands to the side. Maybe rolling the shoulders out again. Just shaking it off a little. Very nice. And then this time I'm going to have you guys, let's extend our arms back up and then let's twist to the right side so you can see me. And then I'm going to release my right hand behind me, keeping my left hand up towards the sky. I'm just going to begin to lift my heart and then bring my fingertips to the floor here. I'm going to extend my left arm in front of me all the way down, wrap it up, and then pressing my palm now. I'm leaning back, pressing my palm into the floor. I'm going to just make a nice big rotation in front of my body with my left hand to the right side, big circle, and then lifting, drawing my tricep now forward towards the front of my body. Noticing a little stretching in my lower arm, the supporting arm. And stay here, keep the heart lifting. Exhale, extend the arm all the way back out to the right side and then down as you lift up. Very good. Take a deep inhale to re-lengthen. Exhale to just settle into the body. And again, let's bring the arms back out to the side, back up. We're going to release the left arm now. So releasing the left arm down to the side behind the leg, behind the left foot. Extend the right arm in front of you. Begin to lift the chest, and we're going to come down to the palm. We're going to extend the right arm all the way down and then begin to sweep it, creating a big circle out to the left side, up and then overhead to lift that heart up and open the shoulder. Remember, rolling, rotating the tricep up and forward. Deep inhale, lift the heart. Notice the opening in the left hand this time, the opening in the shoulder. Go ahead and draw the right arm all the way around out to the right side. We're going to come back up. The hands back to the thighs. Deep inhale, roll the shoulders up and back. Lift the heart. Exhale, firm the chest. Press the back and the chest together. Releasing, drawing the belly in. Keep the length. One more breath here. And when you guys are ready, let's go ahead and just lift our block out from under us. And we're just going to remove it to the side here. I'm going to have you just come with arms out to the side. Deep inhale. Exhale, release your hands right in front of you. We're going to come into our nice little balasana, our child's pose. So you can have toes to touch, knees out, create a nice little space, a little area for your body just to fall, just to sink. Let gravity just allow you just to melt into the floor here. No pushback with the body, just let it be. Just noticing the sensations, maybe the shoulders a little fired up now. Maybe you already feel open. It's a little bit easier to breathe. Maybe it's harder. Just noticing it. And let's take an inhale and then draw our hands. We're coming straight back up here. I want you guys to extend your arms straight up. You can have your hands to touch, so right in the center. Bring your hands straight up to the sky. Extend them out. So reverse salutation. Swan dive the arms out to the side. Extend them back. And if you can reach back and grasp them, we're just going to draw them, clasp them together, and then draw your arms and shoulders down your tailbone. Down as far as possible to lift the heart. Keep your tailbone drawing down, lifting the heart straight up, pulling the shoulders back. Maybe pressing into the body with the arms, keeping them energized, keeping them long. So drawing the floor, keeping them straight. Elbows are pointing straight back, so we're rotating the arms. We're opening the shoulders up and pulling them back. Pressing the shoulder blades into the back to lift that heart up. Keep the length in the neck. And exhale, let's go ahead and just come on down all the way. Lift the hips up. We're just going to release and then bring our arms up overhead here. Maybe releasing your forehead to the floor. So we're rounding our back here so our belly is nice and firm. It's like we're doing a cow with our arms clasped, like a cow balasana or cow rabbit. A deep inhale, opening the shoulders, drawing them away from the ears, drawing them up, back and up. Keep breathing. Maybe firming the belly a little bit more to round the back. You'll notice a little energy building up in the legs now, along with the shoulders possibly. Breathing into the back of the heart. Exhale, release the arms straight down. Go ahead and release the hips down. Bring your arms in front of you. Reaching. Deep inhale here. Active pressing into the floor, lifting the forearms up off the floor. Just energizing into the palms, spreading the fingers. Creating little suns out of your hands. Exhale, release the forearms to the floor and just melt. Deep inhale. Let's come up to our rabbit pose. So we're going to lift our hips up, draw our hands back, come up. We could be touching the head to the floor. So I'm rolling over the forehead, back just a little bit more, maybe like a little bit in front of the top of the head. And I'm going to bring myself a little bit closer so my belly is nice and firm. I'm firming my belly. I'm pulling my hips into the midline. Reach back, grab my heels. So curl your toes under, reach back, grab your heels, and lift and spread your shoulder blades. So I'm pulling my upper body straight up towards the sky. Firming my belly, pulling on my heels to stretch my shoulders, stretch my traps up by my neck, relaxing in the neck, letting the neck just hang down. Maybe you're hovering just a little bit above the floor with your head, spreading, keeping your belly nice and firm, making sure not to dump into the lower back. Deep inhale, release the hands and curl the toes. Maybe sitting up one more time here, very carefully coming all the way up. Back to Virasana, up on your heels this time. Deep inhale, maybe noticing a little rush of energy throughout the body. Keep breathing. Let's go ahead and place our palms on the floor in front of us. So we're going to place palm, palm, and then just wiggling out the hips a little bit. I'm rotating my triceps back, pressing into the floor equally in my entire hand, so not just the back where the arms come down, but towards the front where the fingers are. Spreading my fingertips, rolling my hips side to side here. Deep inhale, firming the belly, creating nice straight spine here, nice neutral, natural curves. Maybe rocking forward, backwards. Just moving, opening the wrists up a little bit here, the forearms. Very good. And then when you're ready, let's go ahead and move so we're going to open our palms out, so our fingers are going to point out to the side. So we're just going to open to my right side and open to my left side. So my wrists are under my shoulders still. My knees are underneath my hips, right? So everything's in alignment here. And then all I'm going to do is find my neutral spine, right? So I'm not rounding. We know the difference between the rounding. We felt this. So we want our neutral spine, and all we're going to do is just move side to side. Just grounding down through the ground, through our palms, and then just rooting up, energizing up through the arms. Same thing with the legs. We're rooting down with our shins, or your toes could be curled here. Rooting down through the knees, lifting up through the legs. Just breathing, maybe moving one side with one breath, and then coming back. And then exhaling, moving back and forth. Just keep moving with the breath, nice and slow. And if you'd like, you can add some little circulations here so we get the entire, the entire front and back of the hands, right and left of the hands. So using my hips to guide my body. I'm just keeping my arms nice and straight here. I'm not bending them. Keeping my neck in line with my spine. I'm not letting it hang here, not yet. A few circles, nice big wide circles to open those forearms. Go ahead and rotate the opposite direction now, nice and slow. Remember, moving with the breath. Keep breathing. Keep thinking about that air, that oxygen, just fulfilling your body, rejuvenating, restoring, nourishing. Drawing that energy into the ribs to open all those little muscles in between the ribs so the lungs have space to expand. And when you're ready, we're going to move the hands just a little bit closer, so firming the belly to lift up a little bit, and then just rotating the palms now so my fingers are facing my knees. Okay, and so I'm going to inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, firm the belly, lifting the belly up towards the spine. I'm rounding, coming up, so I'm lifting the back of my palms, which is now towards the front, up off the floor to stretch the fingers just a little bit here. My belly is keeping my spine nice and protected. Inhale, drawing the palms back to the floor, lifting the sacrum up, lifting the heart up. Once again, cat-cows. Exhale, again, rounding the spine, firming the belly, drawing the tailbone down, spreading the shoulder blades, letting the neck just fall. Opening those fingers, opening the front of the palm. Exhale again. And then inhale, lift the heart back up, lift the sacrum up. Spreading the shoulders away from the ears, away from the spine, pressing the shoulder blades into the back. One more time, let's exhale, lifting the palms up off the floor to round, pressing them down, but we're lifting them up. So we're opening those fingers. We're opening the front palms that tend to, not press as often. We usually dump into the back palms when we're on our hands. Let's come back to neutral. Go ahead and let's sit back and just, open and close our palms for a minute, because they tend to be a little like, what'd you do to me? And so let's just open and close, just draw some energy back into our hands. Just flutter them around, draw the shoulders back, maybe finding even though we're opening and closing the palms here, maybe we're finding our natural alignment, our length in our spine again. Drawing the shoulders down, lengthening up through the neck. Same thing. Noticing how you're feeling now. All right, and let's come on back down. So we're gonna come down, keep our up above our knees, and then extend our palms now all the way in front of us. So we're gonna come into our puppy pose. Triceps roll down towards the floor, and we just reach and let our bodies, our underarms, our armpits just fall to the floor. Maybe allowing your chin to come to the floor, being careful not to crank the neck. So it's always nice to have the forehead to the floor if possible. So what I'm doing is I'm allowing my palms to be into the floor. I'm keeping my arms stretching away from my body, opening my shoulders, underneath my shoulders up. I'm reaching. Deep inhale here. Exhale, just letting my upper body just fall to the floor. So I'm pressing my shoulder blades again towards my chest, and then spreading them away from my spine if you can feel that. Keep the breath going. And then I want you guys to lift the forearms up just a little bit, pressing into the palms, and walk the hands out to the left side. So we're going to keep our spine as straight as possible here. We're going to reach with our right side body towards the right side and just opening up that right side. So walking my hands to the left side here just a little, and then go ahead and release the forearms to the floor again. Keep reaching with the side body to the right side. Deep inhale, breathing into those tensions, those tight areas. Keeping the hips up. Maybe you can roll to one side, the right side of your head here. Just find some comfort. Just think about that side body. 2 more breaths. And then let's lift and come back to center. Deep inhale. Let's walk it back over now to the opposite side. So same thing, we're going to walk our hands now to the right side and then press to the left side with our left side body. So I'm moving like my left lat area, the side body, out. So it's below my shoulder, out to the left side. Go ahead and relax, breathing into that left side body. I'm going to roll my head to look out through my little window here under my arm. Just try to find ease here. Keep energizing through the left side body. Two more breaths. Keep breathing. Trying to find that full breath in all these different positions. And then let's come on up, back forward, back to neutral. Let's inhale, coming back to our tabletop here. We're moving the shoulders out a little bit. We just opened up the sides there. When you're ready, let's lift. So we're going to shift our body weight onto, let's start with our right side. So we're going to shift our body onto our right palm here, and then just lift your left arm out to the side and then just weed it through. So we're going to thread it through, and then go ahead and walk your right arm forward, and we're just going to arc up. So my left arm is extended. I'm on my outer shoulder here. I'm twisting from my spine just a little bit. So I'm pulling my left shoulder towards the right side, if that makes sense. And then I'm arcing my right shoulder up. And my hand, I kind of just walked it out in front of my head here. So you should feel maybe a little bit of opening in the back of the left shoulder maybe. Everybody's different, so everyone will feel something different. And keep breathing. Remember relaxing the face. And I'm up on the side of my left side of my head. And then when you're ready, go ahead and walk the right hand back. Press with the palm into the floor to lift and unthread that left hand. Go ahead and place the left hand now onto the floor and shift your weight into the left hand. Extend the right hand out to the side, and then go ahead and weed it through and weave it through that space. And then release your right shoulder to the floor, extending. My palm is facing up. My shoulder is now tucking underneath here, and I'm going to just walk my left hand out in front of me and then just arc that left shoulder up. Deep inhale here. Keep the belly nice and firm here in this twist. Settling the jaw, letting the neck relax. Try not to be stiff in the neck and the trap area. So keep drawing the shoulders, down a little bit. Keep rotating on that upper arm, on this extended left arm. Keep rotating that tricep down, like forward, the same way that you're facing, to protect your shoulder. Maybe lifting the shoulder up just a little bit more. And then when you're ready, draw that left hand back to palm, close to your face, and then we're going to press into the palm. Draw that right hand back out, come back into our tabletop. Very good. Let's curl our toes under now, and then we're just going to come back, or right up into our first down dog. So pressing firmly into the ground, rolling the triceps back to face the legs, lifting the hips straight up and back. We're going to press into the palms, energizing the hands, so opening the hands and then just relaxing them, pressing into the inner palms as well. Just lifting up through the wrist, all the way up through the side body and the hips. So we want to create a nice
line of energy here through the body. No rounding, no banana shapes. I'm lifting the hips, maybe bending the knees a little bit. You can't see me, my knees are bent, and I'm just going to lift my hips. And then you can begin to relax the ankles. I like to move my ankles around because they'll stiffen up. Maybe pedaling the knees out side to side. Very good. Let's lift the right knee into the chest, shift forward, and then place the right foot down in the center of the hands, but on the right side. Let's lower the left knee down, uncurl the toes. Let's come into our Kapyasana, so extend the arms out to the side, just out to the side. Deep inhale here. Lift your left arm up, straight up. We're going to keep our right arm to the side. So left arm is straight up, spin the tricep forward, palms facing the right side. We're going to twist our right side, so we're going to twist from the shoulder to be down. So our thumb is down now. Extend it back, bring it behind the back, and then just bend at the elbow so your hand comes up your back. And then go ahead and bend at the elbow with the left hand and begin to reach back to maybe hook the hands. Deep inhale here, so triceps rolling forward. Keep the right hip back. So we're opening our hip flexor a little here. Keep the tailbone drawing down. It's not how forward you are. It's about just keeping your alignment good. So we're lifting the heart up, making space for the neck so we're not crunching on the neck, pushing on the neck here. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Let's release. Extend your left arm up. Let's release the right arm out to the side. Both arms can come down. Plant the hands on the floor. Let's uncurl the back toes. Lift the back leg up. Let's draw that right foot to meet the back foot. So I'm in plank here. I'm going to lift my hips back up into my Adho Mukha, my down dog. Just a deep inhale here. Keep pressing into the floor. Exhale, firming the belly, lifting the hips up a little further. Let's draw our left knee into our chest and then place our foot left center of the hands, lower the back leg or back knee down, curl the toes, and then let's open the arms just out to the side here. Just out to the side. Palms are facing the floor. Begin to rotate right arm as we bring it up. We're going to bring it straight up and rotate the tricep forward so my palm is facing my left side now. One arm's up, my right arm is up, and my left arm is still out to the left side. We're going to rotate the left arm, bringing the thumb down, so from the shoulder, so we're rotating from the from our forearm, okay? And so we're going to rotate it and then begin to bring it down, extend it back, and then bend the elbow so we bring our hand behind our back. So our hand's coming up our back. We're going to bend at the elbow on the right hand and then just bring your hands to touch possibly. Maybe you have a strap, maybe you just bring your fist into your back, maybe you just open the palms here. You don't have to actually clasp. Just find what works for you. Drawing your left hip back, pulling the tailbone down to open up your front hip flexor on the right leg, so your front thigh here. Keep breathing. Remember, triceps forward. We're opening, creating space from the shoulder, so the shoulder's not riding it up into our ear. We're opening it up. Keep breathing, lifting the heart. Tailbone draws down. So we're trying to bend a little bit more from our thoracic, our upper spine, okay, in the chest region. Naturally, we want to bend in the area that's most flexible, and that's our lower back. And so when we go into these back bends, what happens is, it just all goes there, and we need to correct that. And so that way then we don't hurt ourselves. So keeping our belly firm, that'll keep our back, right now a little bit straighter as we go into a little more back bending position here. And we just lift the heart up, and that'll open our chest a little more. And breathing into the side of the chest here, we'll just open up our ribs a little, give us more space. We're softening the ribs down. Go ahead and release the right arm back up towards the sky. Both arms can come down to the floor. We're going to press the palms into the floor, uncurl the back toes, lift the knee up, bring your left foot to meet your back right foot, and then lower the knees down. Back into our kneeling pose, and then shift your feet to the side, bring it back around, bring your feet to touch. So we're going to come into a Baddha Konasana, and so toes are touching, this butterfly pose. So my feet are touching here. Let me do this so you guys can see me. My feet are touching, and it's like a butterfly. Open knees out to the side. I'm just
opening my legs up, my hips up just a little bit here for a second. Bring your hands to heart center. Maybe your thumbs are touching your chest, just pressing into the palms, opening the heart, the collarbone. Elbows are straight out to the side. Deep inhale. Exhale. Release. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Release. And then from here, you guys can either lay back. If you have a block or bolsters, you can lay back on your bolsters, or your bolster, your blocks. Some blocks. I'm going to come into a fish pose here. You guys can just lay down in Shavasana, flat on the floor. I'm going to just be comfortable, so I'm going to lay my one block long, flat, my other one on my head, or above where my head would go, and I'm just going to roll back into my nice fish pose, my Matsyasana here. So my block that's in my back is in the upper back, so it's not in the lower back here. And I'm just going to extend my feet out just in front of me. If you're in your, just laying on the floor in Shavasana is perfectly fine, or you can do your Shavasana here. Just breathing, letting your body just melt here. Just embracing the practice today, noticing, how you felt, the energy that rushed through your body. Maybe you feel calm. Maybe your mind's just a little bit calmer. Maybe one less thought. Maybe you didn't think of anything. You just thought of breathing. When we're in our Shavasana, it's good to just surrender, just open, just release. Let gravity just take over us. It's okay. Trust. Just allow ourselves to be weightless. We're not pushing back. We're not fighting against, resistance of energy. We're not trying to push into it. We're just allowing it to just let us fall and sink. And feel free to stay here. You can pause this video and just relax, staying in Shavasana. I'm going to come up. When you guys are ready, you can begin to wiggle your toes, your hands, maybe moving your wrists and your feet around just to, bring that energy back into those areas. And then very carefully coming up, if you're on blocks, using your elbows, rolling up. And then move my blocks off to the side. And just close out with saying thank you so much, bringing my hands to heart center. For letting me guide you through this practice. I hope we've opened your heart just a little bit. Open your chest, your wrists, your shoulders up. If you do this, a few times a week, you'll notice a huge difference. Your posture will be a little bit better. You'll notice a little bit more energy, in your upper body, and your head may feel a little bit clearer. But anyways, nevertheless, I'm glad you were here with me today. I appreciate you being here with me. So namaste. Till next time.